Hi, my name is Rose Castillo with Crafty Night Owls. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we are going to be working on this cute little superhero project. And this little project will make a great little party favor or a little gift for somebody. You could put a gift card, you can put some candy. I was thinking of even making these for my boys. I have 3 of them, and using them for their little Valentine's treats on Valentine's Day. And wouldn't that be cute? It doesn't scream love, but superheroes and little boys, that is love. And so I have 3 little boys, like I said, and when I saw this stamp set, Everyday Hero, I had to get it because we have superheroes all over our house. And then these watercolor pencils that are in the holiday, not in the holiday catalog, in the occasions catalog, are just awesome. These colors lend really well to coloring this and many other projects. And I just had to have them, and I am loving them. Stampin' Up! Used to have some watercolor pencils before, but the colors weren't exactly Stampin' Up! Colors. They matched or they coordinated pretty well, but I love that these are Stampin' Up! Colors, and that just makes it easy in knowing what color I'm going to get. Although I noticed that if you color just like a little bit lighter or a little bit darker, you can get some variations, so that's nice. But on page 24 is where you're going to find those watercolor pencils, and then on page, it was, I believe, like towards the back is where the manly stuff is, and 49, yes, Everyday Hero, and that's where that stamp set is, and there's a few ideas right up there for you to use, and I'm loving this stamp set already. And I think that I'm going to try and make a couple more projects, maybe a card to go with this, or in a party favor, I mean not a party favor, this would be the party favor, a card that you could use for an invitation or thank you, and maybe some cupcake toppers. We'll see how that turns out, and maybe I'll show those to you. Let me set this aside. Also right now Celebration is going on through March 31st, and Celebration is a promotion that Stampin' Up! Has every year, and for every $50 US that you spend, you get to choose a Celebration item. So that is an awesome deal. We are going to be using Smoky Slate, and this is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, so it's a half sheet of cardstock. I'm using a small piece of watercolor paper and a scrap piece of Whisper White for my wow here, and then the watercolors to color our superhero. So the first thing I did with this is I actually got my scoreboard and I took it on the 4 1/4 side and I scored at 1.5 inches all the way down. And then I put that aside, and we'll use it again in a few minutes. But first thing I did is I grabbed my piercing mat, which the reason why I'm using my piercing mat is because I am using photopolymer stamps, and they don't have the cushion that the red rubber has, so sometimes the images don't stamp that great if you don't have something underneath. So that's why we're going to be using that. I'm going to be inking up my Cityscape stamp that goes with this stamp set, and I am going to stamp right on that score line. And let's see if I can do this without putting my head in to the camera. So far so good, I think. And I'm just trying to stay straight and stay on that line. Ink up really good, and then let's move that over just a bit so I don't stamp horribly. Okay, well, that's a little bit higher than I wanted, but we'll keep going. I could always use a marker and bring those lines down on the bottom there. And that's it. And this is going to be going all the way around the box. So the Cityscape's going to go all the way around. The next thing I'm going to do is bring back in my scoreboard. And I am going to score at 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. And 10. All right, so that's all the scoring we're gonna do. And put that aside so it's out of my way. And then I'm going to cut on these score lines up to that line. So let me grab my scissors, and while I do this, I'm just going to throw a little commercial in there about Celebration and joining Stampin' Up! If you would like to join Stampin' Up! Right now is a great time to do it, because when you do that, it is, the starter kit always costs $99, and you normally would get $125 worth of free product and all your business supplies to get started. And that is a great deal. But right now you also get 2 additional free stamp sets up to any value. And so that is a great deal. So you just get more bang for your buck. So, all right, there's your box. And so anyway, right now is a great time to get started with Stampin' Up! Whether you want to make this a business or just use it to get a discount on your supplies. Let me see. There we go. I'm using Fast Fuse, so even if you just want to join to get a discount on your crafting supplies for your personal needs, it's a great time to join. Because a crafter always wants more craft supplies. I don't think we ever have enough. All right, so that's our box. It is a 2.5-inch square, and then in height it is 2 3/4. So we're going to fold down on all of these here, and we're going to close our box up just like that. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more, oops, forgot to check off, a little bit more adhesive there, and then we will add some more right here, and then, okay, and push down. I will use my bone folder just to rub it across so that it gets a good bond. And there is our box. That was super quick and super simple. This is what's going to take us the longest probably, and it doesn't even take that long. All right, first off, let's stamp our superhero. And I chose the guy because, like I said, I have 3 little boys, and anything girl related is ew. Especially pink. They don't like pink right now, and they definitely don't like girls. They're young. I'm sure we'll get there one day with the girl thing, but right now they're young and girls are icky and ew. So we'll keep it that way, because the only girl that they truly love is Mom. Aww. Okay, that is our superhero, and then we are going to stamp with Real Red and Pacific Point, the Wow and the Burst. I found that it's easiest to stamp the shadow first on your word wow. So let's put that right in the middle. And then stamp the image with the words wow. And I'm trying not to put my head in, so see how this turns out. Not too bad. And then we will use the Real Red for the burst. So let me grab that. Well, I'll open this up first. And, oh, I just stuck my finger in there. Nice. But, like I tell my Stampin' friends, if you're not getting inky, you're not having fun. So, I'm just making sure I'm having fun. Okay, so let's stamp that down. And, wow. That came out awesome. Okay, put that aside. And I actually am going to be coloring with the watercolor pencils today. And you do not need to be a extremely awesome colorer, because these color pencils just make you look like you are awesome. So as long as you can color within the lines, you're good. And then after you color with the pencils, then you use either an aqua painter or the blender pens to blend the coloring, and it just makes it look like you painted it with watercolors, and you look so awesome. So this right here is like the best tool for those of us that aren't very artistic in that manner, you know, just coloring and whatnot, making things look like so amazing. There are people out there, and I envy them. I just think that they are awesome. So, but this right here can make me look like I'm pretty good. So if you want the watercolor look, but you know you're not that great, this definitely is for you. And if you are one of those great people, then you'll just love these products because they'll help you look even greater. The only thing I felt like was missing was a flesh tone. So I'm using my ink pad and I'm picking up some color to color in. I might need a little bit more water on my brush, but I don't want too much because then it'll bleed all over the place. So let me pick up some color again, color in his hands and his neck and his face. So I didn't want it super pink, but with the water and the ink, it lightens it a lot, so it still looks really great. Okay, so make sure to clean your brush off in between colors and then move on to your next color. Start with his hair real quick. This does not take long at all. And then we'll move on to his eye mask and then his cape. And you'll see, like, especially on that cape, because it had a lot of coloring, it did not look very great. But now that I add the water right on there, it looks so awesome. Alright, look at that. So pretty. Okay, now cleaning my brush and then moving on to my next color, which is the real red. And let's see. Okay, just going over his outfit, the last little touches, and his boots. And then I think I just need to do his belt buckle and he will be completed. And clean that off. Alright, that's all done. Isn't that awesome looking? Okay, I did cut him out and I used scissors to do the cutout of the superhero and the burst, but I've already done that to save some time. And here are my pieces. Where's my guy at? And I did color this one on regular Whisper white paper and this one on the watercolor paper, and I think that it still looks great. So if you need to do that, that is an awesome way to do it. Just make sure you don't use too much water or the paper will start to lift and tear. So that's the only caution. I'm going to use a glue dot and put this right on the back there, and then I'm going to choose what side I want to use. I'll go ahead and use this side, and I'm going to add a few dimensionals right here on the back, and then I am going to actually have it overhang the box just a little bit like that, and then I will add my superhero on there, make him look like he's flying, and my box will be complete. And it does overhang the box a little bit, but I love the way that looks. Add some more tissue paper in here, and then there is my completed project. Now that did not take that long, and I think that it's awesome. And my boys are going to love this. I've already filled one up with some candy, and I got about 6 different little candies in there with my tissue paper, and the boys are going to love that because they love candy. Well, I mean, what kid doesn't, right? Anyway, if you would like to order any of the supplies that I used today, make sure to visit my online store at www.rosecastillo.stampinup.net. And I appreciate any and all orders. And if you would like to join my team and you have any questions, make sure to leave me a comment and I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. Thank you, and make sure to hit the subscribe button before you leave so you continue to see more videos. You have a great day. Bye-bye.